Very good delivery. Once again, beaten outside the off stump. Antonio Stall is the new man in. Antonius Lamichane is bowling at his best in the very first over. Once again, wraps it on the pad at a loud appeal for an LBW. But no, says umpire. Pushes forward, takes it on the pad. Very, very smart over from Lamichane. On the very first ball, he got a wicket of 2B. Mesmerized by the googly balls. And still he's bowling superbly, not letting the batsman to play. Slightly short of the length, and Antonius played it out towards the wideish mid-on for a single. 11 for 1. Beautifully played out towards the mid-off. And first over from Sompal. Netherlands got 9 runs. And its second over on the very first ball, a beauty from Lamichane. Once again, it's taken on the back foot, wrapped it on the pad. And that is the end of a very, very good over from Lamichane. Just given away only 1 run in this over. 2 rather. Great bowling from him. Yesterday he was unable to take a wicket against Hong Kong. But today he has shown his class by bowling the first ball and getting a wicket of 2B. Oh, it's a beautiful delivery from Sompal. Very fast outside the off stump, and Antonius was beaten completely. Sompal right arm over. Firmly placed out into the short cover by Antonius. No run. Sompal once again right arm over the wicket. Comes in and bowled to Anthony, and it was beaten. He took a step forward and tried to hit it over mid-wicket. Makes no contact and the ball through to the keeper. Very lucky not to get out on this delivery. So in this 5-nation T20 tournament, we played at Oman Cricket Academy ground in Muscat. Ireland, Netherlands, Nepal, Hong Kong, along with the host Oman. Onto the back foot. Then it's high in the air and a very valiant attempt by the fielder at extra cover. But meanwhile, the batsman got two. The wicket a bit slower. Ball coming a bit late. Very hot, sunny morning here in Muscat. So, Paul. Beautifully played over the bowler's head. 4 runs on the mid-on by Antonius. A good delivery, juicy half volley, and he took full advantage of it. Hits it high over the bowler's head on the onside for 4. Oman has topped the points table right now at the moment with 4 points with 2 victory. And this time again, Antonius hit it high over the point boundary. We'll have to see the umpire signal. And it's a 6. Brilliantly played outside the offer stump, and he full took advantage of it. Hit it over the point boundary for 6. So third over has gone. 21 is the score. 13 to Antonius and 5 to Maxwell, with the loss of 2B, who was brilliantly bowled by Lamichane on the very first ball of his first over. Lamichane continued to bowl his second over. Right arm over the wicket. Beautifully swept out towards the deep square leg boundary. Very well fielded by the fielder. Ran a lot from mid wicket to square leg, stopped the certain boundary. 2 more to the total. 25 is the score for Netherlands. Fourth over is underway. Very beautifully placed between the extra cover and mid off. 4 runs by Maxwell. It was a juicy over pitch delivery. Very well placed between 29 for 1 now. Once again, seems to be a googly. He wanted to play it on the offside, but ball played out towards short, mid wicket. No run. Wraps on the pad, sets it down towards the fine leg boundary. We'll have to wait the umpire signal. Yeah, it's a leg by. 1 more to the total, 30 for 1. So Oman is heading the points table, 4 points in 2 matches, followed by Ireland and Nepal. This time a full toss, could not collect it properly by the batsman high in the air, but meantime they got 2 runs. Netherlands had yet to score in this tournament. So as Hong Kong, they have lost shot and onto the back foot, cracks it past point, 4 runs. Lovely shot. The treatment this ball deserved. Very short outside the off stump all the time for Maxwell to play it out towards point. 4 more to the total, 36. And Maxwell moves on to 15. Both the batsmen, Maxwell and Antonius, on 15 each. And this time, oh, it was over the head of a fielder at the mid-on boundary. Another boundary from Maxwell over the head of the fielder at short mid-on. He tried, jumped it up, but unfortunately doesn't got hold of the ball and ball went through the boundary. 4 more runs to him. He's on 19 now. This time plays it down towards deep mid-off for single. Maxwell. On the back foot, try to cut it. Standing on his place, makes no contact. Straight to the wicket keeper. There's possibility of a chance. A fielder tried to get it on it. It hits on his palms and jumped over to the boundary for 6. Now 47. End of number 5. Netherlands going very well as far as the run rate is concerned, 9.4. So bowling change from the commentator's end. Lamichane has been taken off and Karan, the chief wicket taker yesterday, who took 4 wickets, brought back into the attack. Netherlands going very well. Both the openers now seeing the ball well, placing it. 47 for 1 now. Karan right arm over the wicket. So slightly short of the length and he tried to hook it. The ball took the outer edge of the bat, went straight up to the boundary line and only 2 runs been scored. 49 now. Karan, right arm, medium fast bowler, bowled extremely well yesterday. And it was a slower one and nicely played it out, bat and pad together at short point. And that is the 50 of Netherlands inning, 50 for 1. Going quite well at the moment. Over number 6 is in progress. Both Antonius and Maxwell playing well at the moment. 22 to Maxwell and 21 to Antonius. It's very, very hot here in Muscat this morning. Up in the air and the fielder is after it and he's out. Quick ball, short of the length. He tried to play it over the mid-wicket boundary. Does not quite got hold of it and a simple catch to the fielder at short mid-on. So the second wicket fell. Antonius, who played a good knock of 21, finally got out. I think Sompal has taken this catch of the bowling of Karan. So finally, Nepal break through this partnership. It was going very well, threatening for them. And the change of the bowler from the commentator and Karan, as I told you yesterday, bowled extremely well. Got 4 wickets and 3 wickets in an over he has taken there. And today also in the very first over he got a wicket of Antonius. Colin Ackerman is the new man in. Slightly short of them, very nicely played out to a fielder at deep mid-wicket boundary. End of the 6th over and end of course end of the power play. Karan has taken a wicket in his first over as he did it yesterday. Got 4 wickets, 3 in 1 over. Today he's continued with his brilliant bowling and got a wicket once again. Antonius got off the bowling of Karan and Sompal took an easy catch at short mid-on. Six overs, 51 for 2. Netherlands against Nepal. Third day of the Five Nation T20 tournament being played in Oman Cricket Academy, Muscat, Oman grounds. Beautiful grounds with a lovely surroundings, mountainous, picturesque grounds. Lovely point to see. Oman Cricket Academy is one of the best academy arrangements as far as the facilities are concerned. It's top class international level. All the teams so far who has visited Oman and played on this ground, they really liked it and rated it one of the best facility available in this region. The indoor practice ground is extremely good with 2, 3 bowling machines there on the ground. Surrounded by trees. It's lovely ground. Mountains all around here. It's a lovely sight to see. Let it once again. And Maxwell pushes it out towards the between the square leg and wide mid wicket for a single. 52 for 2. Swapped it towards. And it was slightly misunderstanding between the two. Colin was not interested in taking the second run, but Maxwell very quick and he came back. There's some fumble at the fielder at the fine boundary. And that results the mix-up. We'll have to see the umpire signal. The decision refers to the third umpire, as we do have the facility of DRS only for stumping, runouts, and no balls. Two umpires today, Riaz, Rashid, and Vinod. The decision is pending with the third umpire, Rahul Ashir. So it's all well, no damage done to Netherlands. Maxwell and Colin both safe. Maxwell. Nepal, very sharp fielding from the Nepal fielders. The bowlers are very well supported by their fielders, sharp fielding. Takes it on the pad. End of the 7th over, 54 for 2 Netherlands. And Karan once again brought back into the attack. In the very first over, he got a wicket of Antonius. This is the 8th over, which will be in progress right now. So far, the best team in this tournament is Oman. They have won both the matches against Hong Kong. Very convincing victory by 7 wickets. And then yesterday they outclassed Ireland and win by 43 runs. 173 runs being scored by Oman, with Amir Kalim playing a very good knock of 45, aggressive, so as Jatinder Singh. Some extremely lively bowling from Mohammad Nadeem yesterday. Got 3 wickets, gave away only 9 runs in his 4 overs. Equally supported by the leg spinner Khawar Ali. He got 3 wickets, and Amir Kalim, the slow left-arm spinner, got 2 wickets, and Bilal Khan, the spearhead of the Oman attack, got 2 wickets. So it was a very, very convincing victory for Oman over Ireland. 43 margin is one of the, you can say, the best margin the team has won so far. And yesterday Nepal also won against Hong Kong in the afternoon match. The day one, Ireland beat Netherlands with Bill Green and Kevin Bond playing a good knock. Ben Cooper scored at 65 runs against Ireland in the first match for Nepal, but unfortunately he is not in today. He has been rested for today's match. Karan right arm over the wicket. To Colin. He just played it out towards the short mid-wicket fielder. Skipper Paras standing back on mid-on, right on the circle. With short mid-wicket. Once again, it's a good delivery and onto the fact that he has to hurry. Good running between the wickets. With these two by Colin and Maxwell. Paras is one of the best players in the associate countries. Has played a lot of cricket for Nepal. He's been captain for so long. Onto the back foot, cracks it away out to the sweeper at deep extra cover by Maxwell. End of number 8, over number 8. 58 for 2. At one stage, the run rate was above 9 when Antonius and Maxwell was playing, but now the run rate has brought down to 7.2 runs an over. It's good comeback by Nepal. And the Netherlands got 2 wickets down. In the reverse sweep, Paras, the skipper, came back himself and had to run a lot. Well into defeat. 2 runs to Maxwell. Change from the scorer's end. Paras Khatka, the skipper of Nepal, brought himself from the scorer's end. The right arm slow bowler. Mixed deliveries. Played it out towards the square leg boundary for the single. One more to the total. 67 now. 61 for 4. For 2 wicket now. And beautifully swept by Colin over the fine leg boundary for a 6. It was a slower one, nicely picked up by Colin to the vacant fine leg area, and it's a 6. It was a slower one bowled by Paras, and Colin took advantage of it, hit it over the fine leg boundary for 6. Swept very well. Now he's bowling over the wicket. Onto the back foot, brilliantly cut out towards the point boundary, 4 runs. Lovely shot from Collins. The ball was slightly short of the length, and on the back foot, picked the gap between gully and point, 4 runs to him. 4 to the total. 71 for 2. Quite expensive over from Paris. Just pushes it out towards deep mid-on for a single. Colin. 72 for 2. Over number 9 is in progress. Played it back to the bowler. And that's the end of the 9th over. 72 for 2. Netherlands after being put in to bat by Nepal. As of now, the run rate moves on to 8 and over. Umpires Vinod and Riyad Rashid is supervising today's match, with the Rahul Asher is third umpire, and the match referee is Lebroy. Yesterday we have seen fielded at extra cover. Nora. Abhinash is bowling the 10th over from the commentator's end. The full toss. Played it out towards mid-off. 79 for 2. Over number 10 is underway. It's a slower one and very well played by Maxwell. Beautifully played. Just rolled his wrist and it goes over the widest mid-on. 2 runs to Maxwell. Avinash, right arm, medium pacer. Good delivery. That is the end of over number 10, the halfway through. 81 for 2 Netherlands. The run rate which came down from 9.4 to 7.2 once again creeping up now. 8.1 runs and over now. With 8 wicket in hands and Maxwell is looking in great touch. So is Colin. Netherlands has yet to score a victory in this Five Nation tournament, whereas Nepal yesterday achieved the first victory by beating Hong Kong. And in the morning session, as I mentioned earlier, Oman the top of the table. Leaders beat comprehensively Ireland by 43 runs and earned the maximum points so far. 4 points with 2 wins, followed by Nepal and Ireland. Very bad delivery, short of the length, and all the time Colin has got to play out towards the vacant cover in extra cover region for 2. Just pushes out towards the deep mid-on for a single. Officially played out towards the sweeper at deep extra cover. Runs are coming quite freely for Netherlands. Once again, there is mix-up between the two, Maxon and Colin. Colin ran for the run, whereas Maxon is very wisely said him no, but he was halfway through, lucky. It was a direct throw from the fielder, but he survived the second run out. Once again onto the back foot and stumbled while playing the shot. So end of over number 11. Sompal bowling from the commentator and right arm medium pacer. So runs are coming quite freely for Netherlands. Not any pressure on them. They're playing their own game, getting singles very easily. But so far, no boundaries have been scored from last 3 overs. And I'm sure Nepal's keeper will be happy that only singles are giving away. No boundaries are there. And this time it was a shot. He has all the time to play. Brilliant fielding by the fielder from the mid-wicket. Ran away and got 2 runs. "93 for 2, Netherlands. Over number 12 is in progress. Maxid is on 36 and Colin on 28. Just open the face of the bat and put it out towards third man for a single by Maxwell. End of 12th over. 94 for 2. After Antonius got out. From then on, both the batsmen are playing very sensibly and kept the run rate up from 7.4 to 8. Now it's once again brought back under 8 by the Nepal bowlers. 7.8 runs in over now. Nepal seems to be does not having much bowling options. The main bowler is Lamichane and Karan, who bowled extremely well yesterday. Let it continue to bowl this 4th over probably, I believe. He already bowled 3 overs before. Once straight to the fielder at short cover. Skipper himself fielded nicely. This over pitch delivery played it out towards deep mid-off for a single by Maxwell. Moves on to 39. Yesterday evening we had a very good Nepali crowd here. It's a quicker one. Played it out of his toes out toward the short fine leg for the single. One more to the total. 97 now. Netherlands 13th over is underway. Lalit, left arm slow bowler. And this time he out bowled, tried to sweep it. And a good success for Nepal. They were looking for this partnership. It was threatening for them. And finally, wrong selection of shots by the batsman got him out, bowled by Lalit. And Nepal happy to have this partnership broken. Colin is the person who got out. So 97 for 3 now, Netherlands. Over number 13 is being bowled by Lalit, who was not having wicket yesterday in his bowling of 4 spells. Today is successful, breaking this partnership. It was going very well between Maxwell and Colin. The skipper, Peter Sealer, is on the wicket right now. Oh, lovely delivery from Lalit. Peter doesn't know much about it. Tried to put it on and beat him completely. Good over from Lalit. He's got the wicket of Colin. And the skipper must be happy that at last Lalit has got a wicket today. Avinash continued to bowl the 40th over of this T20 match from the commentator end. Very well played by Maxwell. Is looking the ball very well right now, but could not able to get the gap on the offside. Straight to the short extra cover. Just pushes, plays it out towards the deep point region for a single. Full toss and played it out towards the fielder. A deep mid wicket to single. Once again, full toss, played it out towards the deep mid off boundary, and they're going for the second. Has to hurry. Good running. And that is the 100th of Netherlands inning. 101 for 3. Maxwell on 42. slow full tosses are quite useful in the T20. It will either not allow you to hit it. And so what they are doing now. End of number 14. Over. 103 for 3. 6 overs to go. And the expected run, Netherlands would like to get approximately about 160 around. 160, 165 is a good total at least. Skipper Peter is on 2. So they slightly short of the length and spread it out towards wide mid-on. Lamichane has been brought back into the attack. This is his third over. He got a very valuable wicket in the very first ball of his first spell in this morning. Up in the air. And he's out. Once again, a beautiful delivery from Lamichane. And Maxwell, who was batting very, very well, finally Lamichane has taken his wicket. Once again, a clever delivery from him. And he tried to play it out towards mid-off, got an out edge and well taken by a fielder at point. So 104 for 4 now, Netherlands. One of the most famous Netherlands batsmen in the international cricket, Van der Merwe. Van der Merwe is now took the place of Maxwell. Van der Merwe is one of the best all-rounders of Netherlands. He's a very well-known figure in national cricket. Two most experienced players are on the field now, Peter, skipper, and Merwe. Lamichane, world famed leg spinner, 2 or 3 leg spinner in the world now, which has got a lot of credibility to their accounts. Lamichane, Rashid Khan of Afghanistan and Shadab Khan of Pakistan. Swept well up to the short fine leg by skipper Peter. One more to win, 105 for 4. Umpires Vinod Babu and Riaz Rashid supervising this match. Rahul Ashar is the third umpire for this match. Beautifully bowled, completely beaten by the leg spinners of Lamichane. Beautiful delivery from him. And he's now taking 2 wickets in his 3 overs, not allowing the batsman to read it out. Sompal bowled 3 overs for 27 runs. Sandeep Lamichhane 3 overs, 12 runs, 2 wicket, as he's famous for. Lalit bowled 4 overs, 28 runs, 1 wicket. And Karan got 1 wicket in 2 overs. Paras got 1 over, 14 runs. Abhinash 2 overs, 15 runs. That is the bowling analysis for you. 105 for 4. Karan brought back into the attack from the commentator and right-arm medium pacer. It was a good bouncer. And it was not very well timed by the skipper. Luckily not goes up and ball fell in front of him. And this time Karan is out. Once again a short of the length ball. And Peter want to play it over mid-wicket. Straight to the skipper Paras. And now Netherlands got 5 wicket down. 105 for 5. And once again Nepal came back strongly. I will run through the Toby, the opener, got out 4 of ball of Sandeep. Maxwell got 43 or 44 runs, the high scorer. Antonius Stoll 21. Colin Ackerman 29. Just tried to cut it, does not hold the fit properly, got an outside edge and just went through for single. Very nicely pushed it towards the extra cover and got a cheeky single. Merv. Karan once again, right arm over the wicket. Beautifully played, a half volley straight to the deep extra cover boundary. And they got 2 runs out of it. Very well played by the end of a good over from Karan. He got 2 wickets in 2 overs. 109 for 5. Over number 16 has gone. At one stage, we were expecting that they might go up to 150, 160, which is still possible. 4 overs to go, and they have 5 wicket in hands. So let us see how this last 4 overs will be for Netherlands, whether we'll go all out to attack or they will go for singles. Antonio has been brought back into the attack. Abhinash from the scorer's end. But it was outside the off stump, tried to york him, but it is he missed completely. Merv. Merv just played it out, opened the face of the bat, pushes out towards deep. Third man for a single is now off the mark with 2. Scott is on 3, Merv is on 2. Over number 17 is in progress. Shot played out towards deep mid wicket boundary, and they go for 2. Sabinash Bahara, white arm medium pacer from the scorer's end, white arm over the wicket. Just beauty, slower and beat the batsman outside the off stump. Flashes it out, but luckily not to get a touch. Scott. He almost yorked him, and they quickly go looking for 2, but very wisely send it back. Brilliant fielding by the fielder at deep mid wicket. And the score moves on to 113. And that's the end of the over number 17. One 4 for 5. Netherlands against Nepal. The afternoon match will be played between Hong Kong and Ireland. Ireland has earlier beaten Netherlands, but yesterday they were beaten comprehensively by Oman. And today they are going to play against Hong Kong. That's not yet won a match for them. They are the bottom of the points table. So Lamichane is brought back into the attack once again, his fourth over. And reverse sweep in over the gully fielder and it's 4 runs. For Merv, 4 to Netherlands. He saw that fielder is on the circle and he reverse sweep it over the head of the fielder. And this time Merv is out. Caught at deep mid-wicket boundary. This is the 6th wicket and third for Lamichane. Successful so far and Netherlands lost his 6th wicket. So now Nepal is full control of the situation at the moment. 114 for 6. And Newman Shane is walking onto the wicket. Lamichane got 3 wickets so far in his 4. This is the last over he has to board. Right arm leg spinner. Onto the back foot, cracks it straight to a fielder at deep extra cover for single. Scott is on 7 and the new man in Shane is yet to open his account. And once again a beauty from Lamichane, but it's a wide declared by umpire. Very wide outside the leg. It's a leg spinner going further away. And it's in the air and now he's got 4th wicket. So he's among the top wicket takers like his teammates Karan who took 4 wickets yesterday. And today Lamichane came back as he's one of the best leg. End of a very good spell from Lamichane. He got 4 wickets. of 4 overs. And over number 18 is finished now. 122 for 7. Netherlands, if after asking to bat first. 2 overs remaining. Scott and Fredericks is on the wicket. They have to see how they will go for it. A brilliant display of bowling by Lamichane, as he is famous for his leg spinners. Today he came back and bowled beautifully, got 4 wickets. Abhinash is bowling the 19th over from the score end. Any target around 145, at least it's a fighting total. The wicket's a bit slower today compared to yesterday. The ball is not coming on the bat nicely. You'll have to wait. Very sharp fielding from Nepal fielders, not letting the batsman to go for the second run. And the slower one and beats the batsman outside the off stump. Vinash continuing to bowl his good spell. Swept to deep fine leg. But results only 1 run. And they go for the second run, and it's quite close. The decision refers to the third umpire. have to wait the third umpire's signal about this. This refers to third umpire by the umpire. They completed one run, but the second run was a bit slower. The batsman take time to reach his ground. And he's been given out. Brilliant throw from the fielder at deep point. It's the 8th wicket down, 127 for 8. As I told you, Nepal bowlers have been splendidly supported by their fielders. Very sharp fielding. It was a great shot, shot at the length, and it is smashed over the mid-wicket boundary for 6. The first 6 after a long, long time. By Scott. He read it very well before the moment the ball came in. He just swings his bat. And hit it over the square leg boundary for 6. So 133 is the score now. But the last over is in progress. Karan in the air, and it's a good running catch by the fielder running from the mid-off towards mid-on. There's a lot of running by the fielder at mid-off. Good catch. Ball popped out of his hand, but once he had full control of it and got it back. So the 9th wicket is down. Once again among the wicket takers. Yesterday he took 4. Today he has taken 3, and this over is yet to be completed. at one stage, Netherlands going very well, and the run rate was a 9 when their opening batsman Maxwell and Anthony was on. But later on, some great bowling and fielding by Nepal brought them up to score of 7 and over now. 127 for 9. Karan yesterday took 4 wickets and and 4 wicket to Lamichane and his famous leg spinner like Rashid Khan of Afghanistan and Shadab Khan of Pakistan. Yesterday didn't get a wicket, but today on the very first delivery of his first over, he bowled a beautiful googly and got a wicket. And later on, bowled very well and got 3 more wickets now. Just run through you the bowling analysis for Nepal. Sompal Kami has bowled 3 overs for 27 runs. Lamichane, 4 overs, 20 runs, 4 wicket. Narayan got 1 wicket. Karan once again bowled beautifully, 3.2 overs, 17 runs, 3 wickets. To me, he got 4 wickets, but his scorecard is showing 3. We'll have to check with the scorers because the last wicket has taken by Karan. 1 run out, 4 to Lamichane. We'll have to see. 133 all out. 5 extras, run rate of 6.88 runs and over. Now on the top of the table, Oman, who has done a great job yesterday by convincingly beating the top of the team Ireland by 43 runs, and they are topping the point table with 4 points in 2 wins, and followed by Ireland, Nepal. Both of them got 1-1 victory each. However, Hong Kong has yet to score any point in the point table. There's a team break for another 15-20 minutes, and we'll be back with live commentary. Thank you very much. Stay with us.